What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make my version of a lobster roll, so let's get into it. So we're going to start by taking our lobster tails and we're just going to cut them down the middle on the tops because that's how we're going to get into them to be able to cook the meat. So just cook down from the top, on the top, all the way down the middle down to the tail, but don't cut through the tail. And then I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. This is just how I do it. So I just split the top open and then use my thumb to get underneath the meat on the sides and then go underneath the bottom with my thumb and then pull the meat out and put it on top of the tail. So we're going to repeat this with all of our lobster tails, and once they're all done, it'll look like this. Then we're going to put our lobster tails on a baking sheet that has foil on it, and then I use the Kerrigold garlic butter. It's like one of my favorite butters in the entire world, but I'm just going to brush all of the tops of the lobsters evenly with the garlic butter, and then we're going to set it in the oven and cook it. And the nice thing with lobster is that you don't have to cook it for very long. Also, this recipe I made up on my own because I wanted to try lobster rolls for a really long time, and they're just really expensive. So this may not be the way that they normally taste. This is just the way that I make them, and I think they're so good. So we're gonna take the meat out of the tail. So you're just gonna pull it out, and then you're gonna go into the tail, and there'll be more meat down in there. I like to get all the meat that I can, so I will go digging for gold. But we're gonna repeat this with all 5 of the lobster tails. And then just so you guys know, with these servings, I like to load them up real full. So 5 tails got me 2 lobster rolls, but that's just because I want extra meat. So then we're gonna cut up our lobster meat. And I like to cut it into smaller pieces. It doesn't have to be really big chunks. I still want it chunky, but not super chunky. So once all of the meat is cut up, we're going to put it in a bowl. And this is what we're going to use to mix it all up before we throw it into the roll. So we're going to take some fresh dill chopped up and put that in there. And then celery chopped up. We're going to add in some paprika. And then we're going to add in garlic powder. And after that, we're going to add in pepper, and then we're going to put our mayo in there, a little bit of salt, and then, yes, our mayo, and then some lemon juice. So this is just the recipe I've come up with. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of places do it differently, especially down in Maine, but this is the way I do it, and I think it's super good. So just splash that lemon juice on there, and then mix it all together. Make sure it's all evenly coated, and then once you've done that, we are going to put the bowl to the side because we're going to take our buns and toast them. So you can use a brioche bun if you want to. I just use regular French hot dog buns because that's what I like. But it's completely up to you. Also, brioche buns are hard to find sometimes. And then I just put them in the toaster oven and put it on toast until the bottoms were crispy like this. And then you just fill it right on up and eat it. I made this with a smashed potato recipe and it was super good. But these lobster rolls are so delicious and so filling and just a gift sent from heaven. If you guys like this video, then rate, subscribe. If you tried it, please let me know what you thought, and bon appetit, y'all.